Meanwhile, in Harper Island, we have someone aspiring who's seeking to emasculate our young men. And y'all are trying to tell me, y'all don't see what's going on here? Anyhow, let's move on. The International Monetary Fund raised the question about how the Bahamas government is determining how much can be spent in their budget. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, is saying that the financial projections of our government is not based in reality. While they're saying this, Bozo the Clown, DPMI Chester Cooper, is insisting that the government's budget calculations are fine. The IMF is saying what you're saying is not based in reality. And so the Prime Minister get crazy when Candia Dames wrote a story supporting this narrative that the IMF is putting out. Because he said the country should have a budget surplus of $132 million. That's what he said. As of April 2025. When the figures were actually checked, when the accounting was properly done, it was discovered that the Bahamas did not have a budget surplus of $135 million, but rather a negative of $2 million, which means we get swing by $137 million. The IMF is saying, I don't know how y'all are projecting these budgets, how y'all coming up with these figures. They're saying that what you are coming up with and concluding and what you are projecting is not based in any reality, based on the numbers that I see from your actual budget. But Bozo the Clown, DPMI Chester Cooper, says the calculations constructed by the Bahamian government and probably Simon Wilson and others, because I see Simon Wilson trying to cover his behind, and I didn't tell brave fire for Simon. The projections are fine. The numbers are fine. The calculations are fine. And we are all wonderful and nothing is wrong. Everything is perfect. Because you didn't see anything. Boaters, pilots, travelers coming to the Bahamas, who are saying that our fees are too high. Because we went up astronomically. We raised fees on all kinds of things. And not boaters and pilots and all those persons coming into the country are complaining that our fees are too high. There's been an astronomical hike in the cost for private flyers to travel to the Bahamas. We had a situation where the major airlines were actually challenging the Bahamas hike in fees. And the US government under Biden supported, ruled against them through and allowed for our fees to go through because they had a problem with our fees. They said our fees have become ridiculous. But the pilots have even set up a web page on Facebook, and they are encouraging other pilots to go to other Caribbean destinations because that are just as beautiful but much more reasonable, because they said the Bahamas prices are too high. Now mind you, our cruise numbers are reasonable. Not good, but reasonable. But there is a severe downturn in the economy all over the world. And whether you believe it or not, things are happening. Let me give you an idea. There's been a construction downturn. Do you know the majority of the construction entities in Eleuthera are shutting down?